Hey guys, it's Engineer Manny, and we're back with another episode. This is going to be episode 4, and essentially, this episode is going to be a little special because we're going to be combining the knowledge and the development of our space center from the last 3 episodes into one. Let me give you guys a rundown of the mission because I think this is something that I'd like to start doing at the beginning of the video, kind of like prepare something for you guys so you guys have a visual understanding of what's actually going to be happening, and then follow along through the video. So the objective for this video is we have to run the mystery goo experiment and collect science at 5 different locations: on the launch pad, in the air, over the coast and seas, in the low atmosphere, high atmosphere, and then in space. And then the last part of that is going to be return the payload safely to ground for recovery. By payload, I'll show you guys what I mean when I actually show you guys the rocket. So, a little bit of a drawing of what's going to be happening in this mission. We have the surface, which is where we're starting, 70 kilometers, which is the space boundary. We're going to be ascending from the surface. So the first stage, this is going to be a multi-stage rocket. Previously, I was doing single-stage rockets. So now we've got a 3-stage rocket. And as you can see here, we've got the stage 1 is the Zephyr 2-1 airframe ascent. So it uses the frame from the previous video, episode 3 and episode 2. Then we've got stage 2, which is the Zephyr 1-2 airframe ascent. That uses the frame from episode 1. And as we're going up, we're going to be collecting our science across these different places. And then at the top, we're going to hopefully break past 70 kilometers. I don't really want to break past too much, and I don't want to go too far away from the top of the Kerbal Space Center, because on the way down is going to be the actual challenging part. I have to kind of design, or I have to run this mission in a way where I go up, but as I'm coming down, as the planet's rotating, as I mentioned in the previous video, I stay above the planet, or above this Kerbal Space Center, because if I don't stay above the Kerbal Space Center, at least within line of sight of the Kerbal Space Center, it becomes a really bad situation where on the way down I can't control my rocket because I don't have a network of relays yet. I don't have a satellite network, and that's what I'm going to work on eventually. But this has 5 mystery goo containers that I'm going to run, and on the way down we're essentially just going to focus on the heat shield. Is going to do most of the work. On the way down, the heat shield is going to stop everything from burning up. The parachute is going to be deployed at 5,000 kilometers, or at 5 kilometers, or 5,000 meters, which is the highest I can deploy the parachute. I might deploy it a little earlier just in case, because once it's already deployed, it opens up on its own. But I can't deploy it if I lose connection. So once I slow down enough, I think I'm going to deploy it immediately, and then we're just going to see it come down. So I'll probably have to play that out a little bit. But hopefully everything goes well on the first mission. If not, we're going to have to iterate the design. And if it's not the design, we're going to have to make a second video as an attempt. So yeah, I'm going to end this part of the recording, and I have to start the next part when we're on actual KSP. Or rather, I could probably just do this, no? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so little sneak peek. I wanted to have the background music in the back. But now sneak peek at the rocket. We'll get there eventually. Also, something that's pretty cool, this is the 4th episode, and it's the 4th day of our Kerbal Space Center, which is, I guess is kind of cool. Last time we took a look at the administration building. There's nothing that I actually want to do there. We looked at mission control. There's nothing that I can do in here just yet. Research and development is the reason we have the parachute, the Probe KTO, and the heat shield, which is all stuff I'm using. Aside from that, let me show you guys the rocket. So the rocket itself is pretty cool. Pretty cool developed rocket. We call it the Zephyr Probe 3-1. It's the first multi-stage rocket. So yeah, we start down here with 3 fins instead of 4 because that's all my parts could allow me for at the end. And the reason fins are important actually is because we have aerodynamics and center of mass. If my If my aerodynamics bubble is under my center of mass, that means my rocket is going to be easily controllable. If my center of mass is exactly at, or my aerodynamics bubble is exactly at my center of mass, it's going to be controllable, but the actual air that I'm fighting, or the actual air that I'm pushing up against, probably has more control over the rocket and how it moves compared to me. And then, yeah, so those are those two bubbles. The rocket itself is actually the most expensive rocket we've had so far at 16K. And I'll explain everything. So we have the 3 fins. We've got my rocket. This is the airframe of the Zephyr 2.2 or Zephyr 2.1. Then over here, we've got another rocket right here, and then the airframe of the Zephyr 1.2. And then at the top, this is the part that I am proud of, improved. We have got batteries, tried and tested, so we know this is gonna work. I would like to test this new antenna because it is better, but it is a retractable antenna, so it can break. So just in case that happens, I have my second antenna here for redundancy. Inside this container, I can deploy it. We've got 5 mystery goo containers. These mystery goo containers are what collect science, so I'll be collecting these as I go up. I'm gonna pin them on the side so it's easy. Retract this and close it. And the way I'm going to separate each stage is with something called the decoupler. It's these things right here. They're on the staging to the right. So we fire the first rocket, then we decouple. You see how it lights up? Then we fire the second rocket, then we decouple, and then that's the descent stage. So yeah, this is my parachute up top. I set it to 5 kilometers or 5,000 meters. Aside from that, the rocket is ready for launch. Oh, let me give you guys a little Claude generated description. So this is the first stage Zephyr, and this is the first stage Zephyr and the first built to come home. 2 descent stages lifted from the 1.2 and 2.1 airframes, topped with a new recovery stage carrying 5 mystery goo canisters and a shielded cargo bag, heat shield, parachute, and it doesn't have redundant power. I didn't have enough for that, so I will be removing that. So just power and comms, or let me see right here, or here. If it lets me click on it, hold on. Here we go. And redundant comms. By redundant comms, that means there's just 2 antennas. And then the last part is, it's unmanned, of course, it's a probe, and then it's also recoverable. So that's actually the rocket. Let's get to launching. We have a little bit of a mission ahead of us. I so far, up till now, I've been enjoying how you guys have been leaving comments in the comment section. You know, it's nice to know that people are watching the videos and people are enjoying this with me. I really enjoy, you know, entertaining other people and giving someone else something that they can look forward to if they're bored or tired or they just want to watch something cool. Alright, so we've got thrust all the way up, SAS enabled. Let's look at our resources. I recovered the best by mistake, but as I was saying, I really enjoy people watching the videos, leaving comments. If you guys really want to interact with me, I definitely welcome it. Or if you guys want to interact with me, I definitely welcome it. You know, I'm really looking forward towards how everything is going to go. And so far, I've been enjoying everything. I've been enjoying making the videos. I've been enjoying creating the ships. Like, this documentary series is really nice. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have anything to say in the comments, please do. I'll always respond. Yeah, aside from that, probably let's pin everything like I said I would do, because it just makes everything later on easy. This is the first mystery goo. I'll actually run it now so I don't have to pin it. Oh, I collected mystery goo on the launch pad. So I actually didn't need 5. It's alright. I actually only needed 4. But who knows? Maybe something breaks and I can't use it, so I have an extra one for redundancy. That's something that I've learned is a good idea. Alright, there you go. We've got all of our mystery goo containers. Retract the primary bay. And alright, let's do the countdown as usual. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna lower the thrust because we don't need to go too fast. Probably 75% is good enough. Look at our resources. Collect 1 mystery goo right now. Yep. So far, everything is going well. Lower thrust. I don't want to go too far or too fast. Look at our Apple axis. Make sure that we're not blasting past 70K because that's going to be bad on the way down. Probably lower thrust a bit more. we're gonna start doing the turn so that my actual hyperbolic trajectory stays above the actual KSC. So I don't need to do too crazy of a turn. Right here is probably good enough. Looks like we're gonna be flipping over, so I'm gonna full blast. Alright, had a little bit of trouble controlling the ship. Still having a little bit of trouble controlling the ship. It's alright, we're fine though. Apoapsis is at 30,000. I think right here we're fine. We've got one that ran out. I'm going to end up going all the way up first before I try and control the ship. It is top heavy. I did lose electric charge, but it's alright. I'm going to probably collect the next mystery goo right now. Yep. We do have reaction wheels, so as I go up higher in the atmosphere, air is less of a problem. So the reason it flipped over after I separated is because the top is heavier. So it's going to be a little bit of an issue controlling everything. But so far, so good. We just have to move it as we go higher in the atmosphere. If there's less wind or less air to actually stop us from moving, so I can move around. My electric charge is going to be a little bit of a problem, but I think we'd be fine. It's going to be a problem on the way down, if anything. So I have to deploy parachutes fast. So now I really only want to basically activate the next stage, blast up to 70,000. Once we get past 70,000, we're all good. 75, all right. So we've got 2. So yeah, the electric charge is going to be a little bit of a problem. What I'm probably going to end up doing is turning off one of my batteries so that only one of them drains. Oh, that was not good. 2 batteries actually broke. And because I turned this battery off, I no longer have control over the spacecraft. Yeah. So we're going to have to watch this crash down and burn. I did not actually realize that this battery pack was broken. Yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. That kind of sucks a little bit. I did make it to 70K. This mission was a little bit of a fail. I'll still upload it to the channel because it's a learning experience. I may have to redesign, but like I said, the reason this happened is because these are newer generation parts generation 4, generation 2, so on and so forth. The only thing that I have to do to increase the generation is use the parts more often. That's essentially supposed to simulate when things in the real world go wrong. And because I didn't notice something went wrong, I turned off this battery pack to at least have 1 battery pack, but when I turned it off, I lost complete control over the probe. So there's kind of nothing I can do at this moment. Except watch it come down. Alright, so let's speed it up. That was a good, that was pretty good though in my opinion. Alright. Unfortunately, yeah. That would have been kind of like a perfect. Yeah, that would have been so nice. I doubt it's going to survive going this fast, but maybe. Slow down the speed. I doubt it. 270 meters per second. That's very, very fast. So I doubt anything's going to survive. I really only want the cargo bay to survive. Yeah, nothing survived. Alright. Probably back to the Space Center. Unfortunately, that was a fail. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. It's going to be uploaded directly after this one. I'm just going to stop recording this, start recording the next one. This is a fail. I'll make sure to mention it in the title. So if you guys do want to skip over this, you guys can. Aside from that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Unfortunately. Well, fortunately, the next episode. Unfortunate that it was a fail, but it's alright. We got some learning. We got a little bit of learning. We have to look more at everything. So, yeah. Alright, take care, guys.